Have you ever had the annoying friend that just is always talking about how much better his Android is than your iPhone? Or have you ever walked into the phone store and not known which phone to buy? Well, lucky for you, I have the answer, and it's the iPhone. Simply because it's the easiest to use, the App Store is way more selective, the tech support is uncanny, and lastly, updates are frequent and rapid when it comes to the iPhone. Now, first, the iPhone is easiest to use. According to Mr. Spoonhour, the iPhone homepage since 2007 and how you work it has literally not changed at all. So whether you jump from an old phone like the 4S or the 5 all the way up to the new iPhone 10, there's literally no learning curve and you can work it just like you worked your old one. And I get it. In Android, it may be more customizable, but whenever you want your phone to do what you want it to do, an iPhone is the better pick. Because in Android, you have to go around so many loops and do so many things. Whenever an iPhone is just so simple, you can pick it up and make it do exactly what you want to do it in a fast, simple way. Second, on your iPhone, there's a button right here that lets you flip from ring to vibrate. And this is important in a meeting because if you walk into a meeting and say you have a family emergency and you need to know if somebody's calling you so you can step out, but you don't want your phone just to ring out loud and be interrupting to whoever's presenting. In Android, you have to take out your phone if you forget in the middle of this person's presenting, go to your settings, and then put it on vibrate there. Where with an iPhone, all you have to do is reach down your pocket, nobody sees you, nobody knows that you're doing it, and just turn it on vibrate. Secondly, the App Store is way more selective when it comes for an iPhone than Google Play is whenever it comes to getting an app on their stores. And this actually, according to Mr. Costello, could be a very big security threat because Google Play one time at the Android store allowed 1 million fake versions of the WhatsApp to be downloaded before they removed it. And this could have compromised many people's identities and important information about themselves that could have been just handed over to criminals and thieves. So the App Store, you never hear about this because they are known for actually being too strict on what goes into their store. Secondly, the App Store for iPhones gets almost every major app, all apps even, before the Google Play does. So if you want the newest, the coolest, the best app before Android users do, go with the iPhone because you're going to get it. Thirdly, the tech support for an iPhone is uncanny. Now both phones, yes, they work great for everyday, day-to-day uses, but every now and then something has to malfunction. And when this happens with an iPhone, all you have to do is go to your nearest Apple store and you will have trained professionals working on your phone. And with an Android, this is just unheard of. Sure, you can take it back to the store that you got it from, but they're probably just going to send it off to the manufacturer and get you a new one, and that might take weeks. Or you could take it to some Android stores, but are those guys really trained? You just never know. Lastly, we have the updates. And updates are a big thing because you want the newest and best version of the software. And with an iPhone, according to Mr. Smith, you can jump from the 5S, which was made, you can have a 5S, which was made in 2013. That's when it was produced and that's when it was sold, half a decade ago. And today you can get the iOS 12, which is the newest, most current software for the iOS users. With an Android, this just isn't possible. It may take months for every device to have the same update. And really, if you have your Android more than 18 months, you should probably just go get a new one if you want the newest software that's out there. And this is really unacceptable. Android is working on this, but if you want fast and frequent updates, you should go with the iPhone. They win every time, and they've been doing that since they first came out. So as you can see, the iPhone is just way better because it's the easiest to use. The App Store is way selective, so there's no threat whenever you purchase things. The tech support for your iPhone is uncanny, and the updates are frequent and fast. So tell that annoying friend who just will not be quiet about how much better his Android is and how much he can do with it to just be quiet, because the iPhone is better. And have confidence whenever you walk into that phone store that you're going to get the best phone out there because you know it's the iPhone and you've done research and looked at it. Thank you for listening to me today.